Interior Gymnasium Day. Vera Fisher, 25, walks up to the podium. Mrs. Fisher. Hello, students. You all know that Christmas is just around the corner, which means Christmas break will be here soon. All the kids cheer. Mrs. Fisher. Okay, settle down. I know we are all excited about Christmas break. This year for our Christmas parade, we will build a float. Everyone whispers to each other with excitement. Mrs. Fisher. There is a sign-up sheet on the announcement board. Only one member from the team needs to put their name on the sheet. Interior Hall Day. Piper Pot, 17, walks up to a group of kids. Piper. Hey, can I join you on your float? I have a few ideas. They tell her no. She asks all the groups on the sign-up sheet to join them. The other groups say the same thing. No. Piper sees Bob Bucket, 18, on the list. Bob is at his locker. Piper leans on the locker next to his. Piper. Bob, I see you're about to build a float for the Christmas parade. Bob. I sure am. Piper grabs the door to his locker and peers to the side. She gives him a sweet smile and blinks her eyes as if her eyes are saying, please. Piper, don't you think that it would be easier if you had a friend to help you? Bob shut his locker and looked at Piper. Bob, no way. I want to build one by myself. You would get in the way. Bob walks away from Piper towards the outside door. Piper follows him out the door. Exterior, Jersey High School, Day. Piper gently touches Bob's shoulder. Piper, please, Bob, I really want to build a float and all the spots are taken on the sign-up sheet. I could give you some ideas. Bob shook his head no and walked away. Exterior, Bob's house, Day. A week later. Piper walks up to Bob. She sits on the edge of his float. She kicks her feet back and forth. Piper, Bob, I think you need my help. A big sigh came from Bob. He puts the plastic Santa down and looks up at Piper. Bob, all right, you can help. Only if you dress up like Rudolph and lead my sleigh. I want prances and stomps as a reindeer does. Piper hesitated, then agrees. She gets up and hugs Bob. They work together on his float. Interior Gymnasium Day. The next day, Mrs. Fisher is at the podium. Mrs. Fisher, tomorrow starts Christmas break. I wanted to let you know that the parade has been canceled. There has been too many fights about the floats. I'm sorry to those of you who were excited about the parade. Interior Hall Day. After the announcement, Piper and Bob met with Mrs. Fisher outside the gymnasium. Piper, Mrs. Fisher, you can't cancel the parade. We have done so much work on the float. Bob, yeah, and we are almost done with our float. Can't you take out the people who fight and let us in the parade? Mrs. Fisher looked at the kids. Mrs. Fisher, I would love to do that. It's not that simple. Bob and Piper couldn't let the parade go. Piper, what if we talk to the others? Mrs. Fisher, then I will allow you to have your floats in the parade. Piper and Bob talked to the other kids. Piper, the fights about the floats have to stop. Just get along. If you can't work together, switch groups. Then some of you can wear costumes and act out the character on the float. Bob, someone can be a gingerbread man who fell off the roof and is tangled in the lights. Piper, there could be 2 snowmen. They could be in a snowball fight. Bob, someone could be a tree where a squirrel runs up and down it. Interior Mrs. Fisher's classroom. Day. Bob went up to Mrs. Fisher's desk. He told her about the kids that he and Piper talked to. Mrs. Fisher, if you trust them not to fight, then you can have your parade. The parade is back on. Everyone has a good time. The floats go by with Bob and Piper's float last.